Ashley. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a video that I feel to be very, very important actually, and it is not about beauty or fashion. Instead, it's about education and how to do well in high school. And as a junior, I feel like I've accumulated some tips and tricks and kind of figured out how teachers work. Let's just get started. So tip number 1 is to make sure that you're well rested for school every single day, and I know that that's really, really, really hard to do, and I know that I'm not well rested for school every day, but the more rested you are, the better, because the more alert you are, the more you process things, and you're not just copying down notes word for word and not absorbing it. You're in school for 7 to 8 hours every single day, so why not use that time to actually understand things and not spend all your time that you have at home looking over your notes and trying to understand them. Tip number 2 is to make sure that you go into extra help. Teachers are willing to help you, and the longer you wait, the more you're not going to understand. So say you don't understand one topic in math, and you just keep not understanding things, now you might have 5 concepts to not understand. Your teachers are going to be like, why didn't you see me earlier? And you really won't have a valid reason other than I just kind of forgot, or you didn't want to, or you were nervous. Teachers really are willing to help you and spend extra time on a topic that you may not understand, but they're not going to come to you and say, oh, you have a C or an F, like you need to come and see me. You have to make the effort to go and see them. Tip number 3 is to write down every due date that you have for a class a couple days before, so you're not stuck doing a big project or a big paper the night before it's due because you procrastinated. So at least if you procrastinate to the due date that you wrote down in your planner, you still have that extra 2 days or so to get it done. Tip number 4 is to make sure you take organized and vivid notes. If you do not take organized and vivid notes, you're going to spend so much needless time trying to figure out what you're even saying than understanding the concept. So say that you're writing square and you just write S for a symbol or something just to jot down notes quickly in math. Just write an arrow next to it and write square, because you're just going to spend so much less time and you're going to understand things a lot quicker. Tip number 5 is to make note cards when you have to memorize things quickly. I normally have to do this for literature or history, and the app that I use to make note cards, because like writing them out just kind of takes a while, is Quizlet, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything. Basically the whole gist of Quizlet is that you can make note card sets on the go, so you don't have to worry about losing a note card or something, and you can study right before your test in the classroom without having to like sit there and run through them. You can just sit there on your phone and just kind of look through them really quickly. Tip number 6 is to review and study your notes every single night for only like 10 to 15 minutes, just whatever you did in class that day. Tip number 7 is to not slack off in easy classes. These should be easy grades and easy A's, so this will really boost up your GPA. And if you don't do as well in a class, say like AP Physics, then you kind of have some leeway because you have that A+ in nutrition and child development and whatever electives you're taking. Tip number 8 is to make sure that you do study guides that teachers give you. And teachers give you these to basically make sure that you know everything that's going to be on the next test. And you're kind of stupid for not doing it because it just outlines everything that is going to be on it, and sometimes the questions are exactly the same, and some teachers even offer extra credit, so if you do it then you get extra credit points on that test, but even if they don't, it's just kind of smart to do them. Tip number 9 is to make lists, and I recommend a whiteboard. I have a whiteboard hanging up right over here, and I just kind of write down my daily agenda every single day and the homework and things that I need to be completed, whether it's a big project that's due in a week or just to print out an essay that I finished. And as soon as you start to check things off your list, it'll make you become more productive and you're going to want to start checking off more things. Tip number 10 is to review the notes for a test the day of the test. Wake up a couple minutes earlier in the morning and just go through it. The night before you might be a little scrambled and a little stressed out for it, but when you wake up in the morning you're going to feel a lot more confident and rejuvenated. And lastly, tip number 11 is to organize all your stuff for school the night before. So get all your books together, put them all in one spot, so you're not stressing out the morning before and forget your math homework and your lit essay and all your stuff, and this just kind of makes you more productive, less stress in the morning, and make sure that you have all your assignments and everything's organized. So that's all the study tips and tricks that I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned something new. Comment down below some study tips that you've learned over the years, because I can learn some new ones myself. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Peace.
Damn.